there. I'm trying to sneak in, but as soon as I start to get this aggression, where I'm thinking, I'm going to go get you, now I'm out there. I'm far from me, and not very close to you either. So if I maintain that softness and that relaxation, where I'm not concerned about technique, I'm just paying attention to the result that I want. I want to be balanced. I want to not be hit. That's what I'm focusing on. And so that's the, what is at the end of a fight? At the end of a fight, you're not still hitting the person. The fight's over, they're not a threat. So let's try to be at the end of the fight right at the beginning. So you're not hitting me, and you're not a threat. So there. That's pretty much takes care of it. It gives me the option to be a threat to you, but if I think just about being a threat to you, then I forget about the rest of it, and that happens. So this is one of the reasons why relaxation is so important. So I'm not fighting it, right? So if you just stay comfortable and think about the ideal result that you want, then you just go to the result right away. And it's okay to own the space, right? You can be the teacher here. You can demonstrate the skill. There, so now, see that? There. So you just make yourself comfortable, and still comfortable. There you go. There. And if you see the opportunity, you've already done it, right? So allow yourself to see the opportunity. It's not like you see an opportunity and then you go. It's that the opportunity presents itself and you allow yourself to see it, and you're already there. It's not like, oh, there's an opening, I'll go for it. It's just too late. By the time I see it and then I act, if there's a separation between seeing the opportunity and taking the opportunity, then it's too late. So I see the opportunity there. That's where it is. Oh, look, it's there. I'm not worried about the one that was there before. And that's often what happens. People throw the punch and they're still thinking about that punch. They should be thinking about the next one. It's like the monkey going through the trees. Right? So you're the monkey going through the trees. You see this tree branch, but you're thinking about the next one. And then you're already thinking about the next one. So you're here, there, and then you think about the next one. So if I'm here, I'm not thinking about this one. I'm thinking about that, and I'm thinking about that. And there, and there. So that's how you stay ahead of the other person. You can't do that if you're tense. When you're tense, you start to lose your awareness. And your awareness is the victory itself. That's good. So, and part of this, of course, when you're training, especially when you're working with a teacher, is that you feel like the student. Or you feel like it's not okay to win. But we're going gently and slowly here, so it's okay. See, I can punch him in the back of the head. Right? It's not going to hurt him. And we're not looking to be vigorous in and of itself. That will happen. As we go, this gets a little more fierce after a while.
30 seconds.
Yeah, yeah. And then we were doing this last week. It was unfortunate it wasn't on camera, but we were doing, this. But we were both going. It was pretty fast, and there were about 5 or 10 changes happening in a second. Yeah. And it was pretty slappy. But you see how quickly the intensity builds up. Okay? So when people say, "Oh, you've got to fight realistically," I said, "You have to fight authentically, but not realistically. That's not training. That's fighting. That's usually the end of something, not the beginning, not the continuation." So training, as long as when you're practicing, you are actually practicing the awareness, and you're thinking about what's the next thing, what's the next thing, how can I own this space without losing myself? How can I own his space without losing mine? So he's moving around a little bit at random right now. So you're sort of wiggling, you're like trying to stir the pot.
That's how I relax.
Yeah, yeah. So I relax by throwing axes at my opponent. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, that feels
bullseye.
Good. You're a healer above all else, so that's good. So this, now as we work on this awareness, I can't just stand here and do this anymore. Right? I have to relax the ribs, I have to engage the spine, and I have to let everything flow. Right? And if you start to get tense, then my solution, what people will do is they'll usually get tense to deal with it. They'll try to slow it down, they'll try to reduce the frame rate.
Okay.
But what I'll do instead is I'll see if I can increase my frame rate. So I make more changes and I make them appropriately just a little bit before you do. So if I can increase my frame rate, I don't have to go faster, but speed, there we go. Yeah. But speed might result as we increase the frame rate, okay? So these are little changes that are happening like that. Right? I love watching videos with neophytes who are saying, oh, if he did that, I'd just do this. I said, you don't even know what he's doing. You think that because his hand is there that he's punching. Right? So my hand is here, but am I doing this, or 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 am I, what is the shape of it? But no, those are kids. So that's it. So from here, see how you're tensing up and you're becoming a block? Yeah. Relax all of your vertebrae, separate the spine, separate the ribs, maintain the engagement. So you have that empty liveliness there, and that gives you the fluidity and the option to make different changes. Now you're hanging on that. That's it. So watch his hands, and you'll notice that he tends to hang just for a split second one way. Yeah. See how he goes over there? And if I let him go and he's still going, then that's my entry. But if I let him go and he doesn't go, if he changes. So it's not about speed, it's about frame rate, as we said before. There we go. That's it. And as we get better and better at this, if we have this similar frame rate, then it's going to look like children fighting. But if there's 11 things happening in a second, spectators won't see all of those. They'll see the thing at the end. They won't see all of this. They just see that.
That's all I see too.
Yeah.
No.
So from here it's just. Sorry, you need that little finger to live. Yeah. Now I've made him tense and scary. So is the difference between increasing the frame rate and increasing the viciousness? See? It's like when you're playing music, you can get faster or louder, and often people confuse the two. You play faster, you end up getting louder. You play guitar, you play, yeah. So you know what I mean? You get the accelerando and you get louder, when really you're supposed to go faster and softer.
Yes. Yeah.
So when people speed up, they get tense. They go, oh, like this, because they start to lose their awareness of what's going on. So they figure, I better just cover all the bases. I better cover all directions, because I don't know which direction the fight's going. But if you can stay relaxed and know which way the fight's going,
Got a hot knife through butter.
yeah.